I'm a huge Chucky Cheese fanatic. I eat sites under the name Cheese Fan 101. I used to work there. I still have the Pasquale outfit in the closet, along with several plastic spiders and a Coca-Cola souvenir cup, and a big gold bucket of plastic pasta that cost 6,600 tickets. There's something you should know. I worked at the place from 1995 to 1970 when things took a strange turn for the worse. Indeed, the seas, as we called it in the biz, is not all that it's cracked up to be. Age. Listen carefully because I know want to find you. I know you're easily scared, and this story is really gonna make you lose your sanity because how much has been covered up by the Chucky Cheese Corporation over the years. The training videos they showed us were a little odd to say. The least I had filled an application through the AOL instant. Mr. When it's just an up and coming technological marvel. And I was approved almost immediately. For the minimum wage, person make the dough, cook the pizza, butter up, deliver, sauce with a smile. Oh, should I say? I thought indeed I loved going in there and seeing the little rascals playing in the ball pit, swinging above in the pirate ship game, winning tickets and collecting various prizes. Some say the only prize I tried to win was my motor sanity. After all I was said and done, at first knew something was off when I saw the training video. The man never took the Pasquale outfit off, and they never broke a character. And it was really weird. A character named P. Francis Q. Seas was seen in the background, but he was never in the record. They were never included in the original Seas lineup. Later months, the Lost Perfect Wizard would replace P. Francis Fanbus, who I believe was deemed too real for American Idol since Chucky Cheese originated in Canada. Now you probably don't know that the Chucky Cheese was created back by the guy who invented porn. This is important, but I want you to remember that for now. Later on, you understand everything. The training room was fine. Later called, Pasquale was shown baking up the pizza. The pizza and telling us how to cook it. Be sure to butter up. Be sure to butter it up with our special butter sauce. Maybelline Pasquale costume kissed his plastic lips. The head looking a little off. I could go for a whole bit pie of that cheese pizza right now. His head turned a little, and I noticed that the Chucky Cheese logo was usually contained a rat giving a thumbs up, had a small Masonic symbol on it. I didn't know Chucky was a Mason. The training videos was really long. They showed us how to cook They showed us how to prepare the dough, make the sauce, and put the piping hot pizza in the oven. And sure to cook a pizza, always use a glove. The Pasquale winked in a sinister wink. I was getting a little strange feeling. Otherwise, this may happen, and the shark won't like it. Pasquale Custom reached into the piping hot oven with his bare hand and take out the pizza, screaming violently, "Oh my God!" he yelled. And there was a real cheesy laugh stapled on. He had a visible blisters all over. His hands reddened. Only hands were not puppet hands, they were human hands. "I can't cook pizza this way," he screams. "My art is ruined." He takes out a knife and begins to slice his own arm off at the wrist. The string tape immediately cut to a bunch of kids playing in the ball pit. As if that was never happened, then Chucky began to talk. Remember, don't play the machines. Don't play on the machines at night. Machines until after dark. What the hell did that mean? Oh, Nim played bouncy giant cover of the horse ride for a quarter, but I think he's gonna cure that deep depression when you're to take a ride anymore. They showed us how to feed the tickets into the machine, how to roll prizes, the whole thing. The real part was near the middle of the video. When you just see Chucky standing there in the dark, not saying anything. His glisten in the moonlight. Well, his eyes glisten in the moonlight. While the little lights of the machines twinkle. "It's nice to be here after hours," Chucky says. "At night, when all the machines are there and all the families are gone, you can get the lost quota." He said, "A lost quota." He picked up a coin with a Chucky symbol on it, a Chucky Cheese token. He continued to place the lost quota into the large game slot. Do not let the costume touch the ground. What did that mean? Eventually, the costume was some sort of holy cloth for the Cheese Foundation. If any Chucky Cheese costume touches the ground, but be sure to burn it immediately. You see a Chucky employee burning a costume outside without the plastic no melts into nothing. This is too weird for me. But they made us sign a non-secure agreement before we became part of the Chucky Cheese family. The weirdest part was they had me take a blood test, not a drug test like a normal employee, but a blood test. I was thinking about the last few minutes of the training video when Chucky out, "See blood! See blood!" He sported a blood pat all over the pizza and walked out of the kitchen with it. Remember, don't open the machines. What? Don't open the machines. When you take the tickets out, do not open the machines. Chucky sounded a stoner now, more stoner than he had ever been. But I was convinced as soon as this goddamn training tape was over, I was gonna go up and open up a machine. Why would they let us open up the machine? How are you supposed to get the tokens out? Chucky had red eyes, smiling, his teeth blew into a incredibly sharp, violently sharp. not even carnivorous, but like a trash compactor. The man just shut off the table. That's enough for today. Even my manager woman. What was that about? I said, didn't you like the video? He laughed. They do things a little bit different in Canada. Different human style, but don't worry. The Sears Foundation is all American. You're putting blood on the pizza. I am. Blood on the pizza. That's a violation of so many laws I can't even count. Tell you what, come back tomorrow and we'll sort this all out. He quickly pulled the train cape and put it back in a black slip case that was marked, come back tomorrow. I said, yes, come back tomorrow. And all will be explained. During the big quarter, she shut straight an hour. He physically pushed me out of the front door, forcing me to leave my big up and an orthopedic back pillow behind. That night, I had a nightmare about the manager putting blood on the piece of some Masonic ritual involving various stuffed games with the Seas friends. I would have to do it. I would have going to break into Chucky Seas and finally figure out what the hell is going on. I got into it. I got on a black night suit, some goggles, and a pair of non-slip sole shoes. I was breaking an interview. The pizza kitchen can be quite greasy in the late hours. Did not want to slip and fall. I seemed to like using a small knife, some fish bones, and a rubber hammer. I climbed through the window and anyway, worried that there would be a security cam system. A red laser grid wire protected the floor. This seemed like a lot of security to protect a bunch of sheep, souvenirs, and skee-ball games. So I thought. Also, I got really confused at what I was looking at. Even to the back closet, being careful not to strip the as I found it. Behind this was the big quota. I picked it up and silently crept over to the other side of the room. The quota was heavy and it had bone marks all over it. What the hell would Chucky Seed Corporation meant something like this? I saw the slot behind the back one button. All the machines turned on immediately. All the wires began to move in reason. The entire thing was all lit up at once. You can probably see them from miles away in the car wires honked. The slot machines rolled. The Amazon puppets began to dance out of Biceps place as though they were going to break. I took out my screwdriver and began to unscrew the machine, the second machine, my favorite game. I unscrewed the four main screws and popped the top off. What I was saw next shocked me to the very core of my being, and I will never forget it. To my heart, there was a dead sucky seed employee inside. Wait, not dead. Moving! The list was seen shut, and it had a horrified expression on his face. It hooked up to Ivy that. And it had a horrified expression on his face. He hooked up to an IV that fed him to it in various places on the food that was attached to the ink on the ticket pieces. a god named was Utillian sacrifice Queso or born to assess. I later found out that was meant to be a humble sacrifice to the seas. The other machines started to knock and bang. There was people and all of them stuffed inside. I didn't have a sense to save him because something happened less than truly terrified me. The characters, they were human. And thinking necessity wasn't gonna shoot. It was their fully rat man walked up with crooked nose, homely rope teeth. He looked sinister and his cap wasn't well fitted. The real sexy seas had arrived and he was turned toward an ugly, patchy fur from his oblong knee gesture buzzing those succut. Pasquale to the Italian man leering at me, angrily holding a later coming what seemed to be hope of God was pasta sauce. And the others, that's what he judged was a kind dog-faced man whose skin looked like a worn out leather shoe. His banjo were missing. Three citizens was ill-fitting Helen Henny, whose bloody sickenings has glued on fissures and a swollen on beat, and Mr. Mush, whose food was so swollen that you can barely see anything, no, but his oversized, glossy human eyes, blood in his purple whiskers. And when he opened his mouth, an endless gutter filled with all kinds of bacteria that clung to the sides of his sickly skin. His sickly skin. He looked at me with a kind of blow. Please, our nation. He said, please. Began to corner me, and I was hit with a later square on the head. The police arrived. I had tripped away good about to blow this cover on this whole thing. Thank God the officers, they were real monk. Oh my God. The cop was wearing a sicky cheese costume. He pulled the gun on me and laid into the back of the police car. She's there, a place where bad employees are forced to watch crappy reruns of that shitty show they showed on the screen. I was allowed to eat pizza there and some milk and cheese in the form of bacon flavored mayonnaise. After 8 years, they let me go, but then it was too late. The sucky cheese was closed down and replaced by a bowling alley, and all evidence was to think that the cheese corporation would blind employees to the floor, force feed them tickets, and so that they could save a few more dollars on their electric bill. I mean, maybe it's not at all. Maybe some crazy guy on the internet, huh? It's just some crazy guy making up stories about a pizza restaurant for children. I dare you to go open up one of those machines. Right now, they say the Palm Crater was in the witness in his fighting years all infinite hours bouncing the ball until he was finally lost. They say he started a pizza thing because he wanted to create the first human AI that he failed, and the only way he could come by was by starting a seeds-based religion that required a real intelligence, living flesh machines, just to put a man in a rat suit, feed him pizza, some flashing lights, and they showed up in drawers. He said he was right.